This video is a little different. So this video has to do with farmers and stuff. Because I'm a farmer. So first thing you must know is that farming is not easy by any means. So let me put it like this. So vegan gains and other people I'm sure that are vegan but don't really understand or appreciate how much stress farmers have to go through. Especially ones that rely on crops. So when it comes to crop farming, you really got to know what you're doing, and it really just all depends on fate, and you literally rely on fate. Your life and your job and your company just relies on fate, relies on how the years can go, and you're at the mercy of Mother Nature. And you're also at the mercy of your vehicle's effectiveness. So, same like the semi right here. This thing has been running pretty good for a long time, but it's starting to have some problems with it, which is a pretty bad sign. So you gotta, so whenever a vehicle starts to show issues, you have to start working on it. Or at least that's the best way to make sure it doesn't break down. When it comes to a combine, there's really no telling what's gonna happen with it because it has like a million moving parts in it. And I'm not even joking, it literally has a million moving parts in it. I don't think it's a million, I think it's like 1,000 moving parts. Actually, no, I think it's a million moving parts because the M16 has 100 and something moving parts. So, to show you what I mean, this combine is a really big combine. It's a 9230. Yeah, 9230. Very large combine. So I'm 6'8", 6'8" and a half, and this tire is about as tall as me. So it's obviously reaches 6 feet and 4 inches. So what happens here? So there's literally 1 million parts in this thing. I just hit my leg. Ugh. Most times. So you gotta know what all this stuff right here does. You gotta know how to work. You gotta know a whole lot of stuff, really. Well, don't mind the phone. This was originally my dad's ex-girlfriend's daughter's phone. It's more of a house phone, but it's mine now, and it's a so Samsung S10 Galaxy. So yeah, it's a pretty good phone. But you gotta know how to operate a combine, because with a combine, the front wheels don't turn. The back wheels turn instead, which then brings you to a lot of stuff. You don't just go out and start a combine all willy-nilly. Same goes for a tractor. You don't just go out to just start it. So you gotta know whether your crop is gonna make it or not. So it's hard to explain. So you gotta know directions. You gotta know east west. You gotta know all the coordinates stuff. You gotta know how to fix the combine yourself, or you gotta have the funds to have someone else work on it. You gotta know how. You can't start out in the dead of winter because this motor is $70,000. There's a lot of stuff you gotta do to make sure that your farm is up and running. So when Vegan Gains says that, farming, like crop farming, is the most sustainable and effective way to feed people, it's really not. Because farms, a farmer relies on their farm to keep them up and going. And a farmer relies on their equipment to keep them up and running. Oh my god, it is freezing in here. And same thing goes for like planting, like with planters and cultivators and arc wagons and semis and 18-wheelers. Well, not 18-wheelers, but 10-wheelers. You gotta know how to run that stuff because you're gonna be using that stuff a lot. So farming is not easy by any means at all. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Actually, it's one of the most dangerous jobs in the world, actually. Actually, it's the most dangerous job. The most dangerous profession. It's actually more dangerous than being a police officer right now, and even more dangerous than being infantryman in the Marine Corps. It really is. Because with corn headers, so a lot of people have died from that. Because you may be like, oh, that's just something. Well, actually, there's actually blades in there that are razor sharp. And once this thing grabs you, it's not letting go. Along with that, once you go in here, this thing right here will absolutely destroy you. Oh. So right here. Oh, I gotta record again, don't I? So, right here, right down there, those are where those big blades are. And this thing, this conveyor, will grab you and actually pull you in half. And they've actually been able to cut you right in two. When they grab you, there's no getting away. And then right over here, this thing pulls you to the throat, which right there, as you can see there, this would absolutely destroy you. And there's a lot of stuff you gotta be careful about when you're farming. Because in all reality, your farm relies on how good your crop is gonna be. It just relies on a million things. Like at least 1 trillion things. There's so many damn things you gotta rely on as I don't even know how to explain it. Because you can't just go, oh, this is gonna be easy. When you start your farm, you have to understand the fact that the first year, you may just lose everything. This truck is really old. And then we got this draper. I never really realized why they called it a draper. All right, here, this is a Detroit. Same thing that our semi has. This is a 10-wheeler though. But really, the farm just relies on all this stuff. So, no vegan gains. It's not easy to rely on this for your farm. You don't know what the hell you're talking about.